turning of the other cheek. Who's with the rest of the town? Ain't the same ones out here on the street. Looking for anything to make your emotions stir. Like walking the street with some dark good sister. Oh, it's just a pretty hard thing to keep getting back up after being knocked down. Cutting across fire of a hopeless disillusion. Another chain linking barbed wire. Dividing the confusion. Ain't really enough to hold back the winter wind. Really don't know if it's keeping you out or it's keeping me in. Ah, just a pretty hard thing. I keep getting back up after being knocked down. Pretty hard thing. A pretty tough time. I keep getting back up after being knocked down. Pretty hard thing. Pretty tough time.
That was Little Feat with Teenage Warrior off their album Representing the Mambo. Give me a second and I'll show you what it looks like. There it is. Yep, my dad actually has this album, or had it, and I listened to the whole thing through the Sega CD. This is a really good CD plus G album. I recommend it.
I do too.
Hello everyone. Welcome to
Hey.
Mega CD Monday. First, as is tradition, up, down, down, up, down, left. Wait, left didn't work. Okay, good enough.
Fantastic. All right.
We'll deal with the missing left. Alright, so today we've got some pretty bizarre games here. We got the Micronet FMV rail shooter AX101.
Oh.
We have Sega's anthropomorphic sentient basketball sim Bouncers. And we're going to finish off with another day in the life of Willie Beamish.
Oh, hell yes.
It's been a long time, Willie. We've skipped a few weeks. I think it's about time we come back, help him out with his problems.
No. He needs to suffer with his problems.
No. Well, we will be getting him into a fight with a greaser-style street gang straight out of Greece.
Nice.
They
I
have
hope they kick his ass.
they have knives.
Oh, well. Shit, get him to a hospital. Alright, so what are we playing first, sweetie?
All right, first up, we're playing AX101.
Alright.
Alphabetically, this is the first game in my Sega CD collection because I count the slash as being before every other letter.
I guess that works.
Slowly working our way through my collection so I can finish these games and finally sell them off.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've played through this one before, and in my experience, this is the kind of game where You get 75% of the way through the game, and then you run out of continues. So what I'm going to do instead is cheat. We're going to cheat our asses off and see the whole game.
Dai Bishin, I know that symbols are supposed to come after the alphabet, but in a lot of schemes I've seen symbols come first, and also it's easier.
Slash supersedes every other letter. Look at that. Micronet. In FMV.
Oh, look at that!
Alright, so these guys, they made Heavy Nova, which is this robot fighting game, which is awful. They made the Warrior of Rome series, which I hear is good.
People of Earth,
Then they made this.
in grave danger. Within 24 hours, the Galaxy Earth Federation will be attacked by the evil Curzon mechaloids. You will incur heavy damage, but you must not give up. You must have courage and resist. We, the people of the planet Prism, possess the force you need to resist the Curzons. If you can make it to Prism, we will provide you with our supreme weapon, the AX-101. You must use it and save the universe from the evil Curzon.
Herzogs? Warner the Herzog?
You must save the world from me, and my desolate view of the world.
I like
It's a
the
bunch of absolute symbols!
It is. I like the picture frame that really sells what's going on the screen. It changes color.
I was gonna say, is that just overscan?
Technically, I don't think you'd see this on a regular TV, but it's still cycling through colors for some reason.
Is it cycling through colors because the color palette changes or some shit?
I think that's what it is, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Well, this is Earth right now. Aliens came down, and they wrecked everything. Luckily, we have the AX-101 on our side.
It is 2500 AD.
Speak up!
Audio mixing! Oh my god!
The AX-101 is a really cool ship.
Da 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 da! Da 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 da! Video game! You can't hear shit!
Yeah.
Jet Scarf says, quit speaking into a towel, sir. Alright, yeah, let me get rid of the border here. The flashing is kinda...
I don't think it's going to do that in the middle of the game.
Okay. Let me just at
Leave
least
it just there for
increase-
now.
Just a little bit.
Alright, so I also have the Japanese version of the game, and unlike Americans, Japanese people know how to level their audio. You can actually hear the dialogue in the Japanese one, while in America it's all like... So Micronet, not that great of a developer if you've played Heavy Nova and Junction and some of their other games. They also made... Or rather, I was going to say they made Kilik and Robotica for 32-bit systems, but that's Genki. That's because people left Micronet to form Genki shortly after this game's release. And this is 94, so pretty late in the Sega CD's lifespan. Also published by Absolute, who at the time had the choice of publishing either this or Penn and Teller's Smoke and Mirrors. They chose this. Let's see if they made the right choice.
No.
Alright, so like I said at the top of the stream, first thing I'm going to do is enter a cheat code.
Nice.
Alright. We'll keep level at normal. Let's turn collision off. How about that?
Nice.
A lot of voices in this game. Well, we'll be hearing those. And if through some freak accident we lose or game over, there is a stage select option.
Oh, nice.
So don't worry, you're going to see every bit of this game. You ready for this?
No, but
This train don't stop once we start. It's FMV. You can't run back FMV.
I do like that. I like that the style fits with our layout.
Oh,
though.
it does. It's a very nice purple.
Captain to all fighters. Destroy all enemies encountered in Earth's orbit and head for Prism.
Roger, I read you.
Head for prison?
Let's go get him.
I read you loud and clear, Skipper.
Heading for prison right now.
Okay, yeah, I gotta. Okay,
Alright, I guess it will do that through the whole game.
alright. There we go. Oh.
Boy, this game plays fast and loose with the color palette. Like, it doesn't care what color your jet stream behind your ships are. Just whatever's available. Alright, so you ask yourself, what kind of game is this? Well, remember a few weeks ago when we played Starblade for Sega CD? This is Micronet thinking they can do Starblade. That's literally all it is. So enjoy Starblade again.
That's interesting. According to Electric Boogaloo, Extreme Entertainment Group, formerly BigNet USA, was a subsidiary of Micronet until it was sold to Absolute in 1994. Extreme folded into Absolute, but were still obligated to release Micronet games.
Oh, I see.
So that
So it was a
maybe-
legal thing.
Mm-hmm.
They got suckered.
They sure did.
Oh, I forgot to mention the biggest Micronet game that we've actually played on stream before, Revengers of Vengeance. The game
Can't
with
not mention
the game with Bird Mom.
our beautiful bird mom.
Now that game means a lot to us, but not a lot to other people, which is why I didn't even consider it. But yeah, Revengers of Vengeance. At the same time, they were making an FMV rail shooter.
We did it, Captain. Hey, that was a piece of cake. Don't let it go to your head, Bob. Remember, one slip and we're done for.
Yeah, watch it, Bob.
Yeah, come to think of it, there were too few of them. I'll bet there's more to come.
Captain, I've got a new reading on my radar. Enemy reinforcements headed this way.
Captain, turn down your YM synth. Pretty sure Bob was played by Cam Clark.
Yeah,
If not him, then the other characters were.
yeah, Jet Scarf and Tepid Snake and Cool Coyote are like, Cam Clark!
Uh-huh. In the intro, I'm pretty sure the narrator was also Cam Clark, because I was thinking, oh, that's a guy from Rise of the Dragon, but then I thought for a second, and I thought, wait, that's also Cam Clark. Maybe he's doing every voice. Now, usually in this game, you'd be holding down the fire button to shoot at stuff, as I'm doing. If you let go of the fire button, in the lower left, you start to charge up a more powerful attack. This, as far as I can tell, does dick all, so don't ever do that. It's just a waste of time. Always be firing. Also, Alex, good choice on getting rid of that border, 'cause
Absolutely! Thank you, Uzi, for the suggestion to get rid of the border. You
it looks
made
bad.
the right choice.
It looks bad on my end. Alex, don't look at our TV.
Can do.
Alright, it's gotta say, not as bad as Starblade, which would blank the entire screen with white every time you got shot.
Oh, that sucked.
That
yeah.
was bad. And yeah, you can see what kind of game this is. You just shoot the bullets before they hit you. Try to shoot the enemies.
Look at that cool desert chrome orb you just killed.
I know.
That orb ruled.
Yeah, at the time, Micronet was just like, Starblade? We can do better than that. We got chrome orbs.
That's the problem with modern gaming. Not enough chrome orbs.
Mm-hmm. That's where we went wrong. So, tiny screen, but still some pretty decent looking FMV. You can clearly tell what everything is. The ship designs are nice. Character design is by the people who later did Robotica and Kilik for Genki.
I love Kalik.
I don't.
Well, that's your problem.
For an in-depth look at Kilik, go to YouTube and search PlayStation Year 1 Kilik.
Yeah, or just go to our channel. I'll put the link in the chat. We also you should go to our channel anyway because we put up the panic thing. And I didn't censor the scene with the boobs.
Yep,
because
it's
it was-
fully uncensored because it was too much trouble.
It was too much work.
Uh-oh.
Damn, they got Bob.
Oh no!
I can't believe it.
It's time for revenge, gang. Let's give them a little taste of their own.
Let's give them a taste of their own. Oh,
Oh,
Bob!
no.
We lost Bob! Can
What
you
about
believe it?
Bob?
What was your favorite Bob moment?
When he shot the thing, and also probably when Bob died.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bob.
Those are probably the top 2 Bob moments I've seen so far.
Bob, only memorable in his death.
Well, you saw what happened. We have to do this for Bob. We gotta save Bob. No, wait, Bob's dead. We're doing this to avenge Bob. What we're doing won't bring him back, but it'll satisfy our bloodlust. You'll also have noticed by now there's no music because there's no sound in space.
But what about all the ping ping blast noises?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's no use. They'll destroy us all. I want everyone to head for Prism at warp speed.
But Captain, we're too close to the planet for warp speed.
You heard the skipper, Chris. Either way, if we stay here, we're dead ducks.
All fighters, let's go. Initiating warp.
Audio leveling.
It's a little bit better in-game than it was during the intro, but yeah. Also, I like how every single character is the exact same character model.
Pop filter.
And I will lead you to base.
What's a pop filter? Oh, I'm sorry. Ah, we made it back to our base on Yavin. We're gonna figure out how to attack that Death Star. I'm sorry, everyone.
This was co-developed by Genki, according to Electric Boogaloo.
Okay.
Happy.
Hope you're getting all this. Alright, so I caught the robot saying "you must" and then nothing after "you must." So hopefully someone got it. One of our team members was listening.
Tepid Snake says Simple 2000, the audio mixing. I somehow feel better about my own audio mixing issue.
Oh yeah, RetroPals has great audio mixing compared to this.
Also the frame counter in the corner, what the fuck?
I think that's a debug thing.
Okay.
The planet now appearing before you is called Ladea. Its internal core is actually a giant defense system that emits warp scatter beams. These beams prevent unauthorized intruders from approaching the mother planet. Unless this defense system is first destroyed, it is impossible to approach Gurza. You must therefore first head for Ladea and attack its core.
Okay, that I
All
understood.
fighters, we're going in to destroy the inner core of the planet Ladea. Let's make this one for Bob.
We're gonna do this one for Bob.
Now's the perfect time to test out these fighters after they were scooped up on Prism.
I read you, Captain, but let's
We have to pay tribute to Bob by blaring the Star Fox soundtrack over every cutscene.
Bob would have wanted subtitles.
Bob.
Sorry.
Bob!
I just... Yeah, I do appreciate when my voice cracks in a very opportune way. It is...
Alright, we're here on Hoth. Looking for some walkers to take down. Should mention this was a little bit after Rebel Assault, so maybe that was a little bit of inspiration for this game. It was mostly Starblade, though. Now, you'd think that this being a console original game, unlike Starblade, would mean that you can make the game really lengthy and, like, really fill out things and make it into a full-length game. No, it's about as short. Also, there's no sprite enemies in this game, as there was in Starblade. These are all part of the background. I'm pretty sure it's running parallel video tracks where one has no enemies and the other has enemies. Something like that. Cool, huh?
Very cool.
Yeah, for a 1994 game, I don't know about this. This is not better than Sewer Shark. Except for the music, just because it's so loud.
Mm-hmm.
Man, freaking Sewer Shark had background music while you were playing, remember?
Yeah, it was
chip
too.
music,
Yeah.
but yeah. And we're on a planet, so I can't use that excuse anymore that there's no sound in space.
Now I just want to play Sewer Shark.
We gotta play Sewer Shark.
I'm absolutely going to be Radigator bait. That should be my new name on Twitter.
Radigator bait.
Well, summer's approaching. I gotta change from my current theme to something else, so...
The Summer Radigator.
Summer fun Radigator.
Just take a screen grab of that horrible-looking CG rat from the intro and put some sunglasses on it.
Oh my god. I think I am gonna do this. I just really like my old icon. I don't want to change it.
Put sunglasses on it.
Ooh, you're
Fun in the
right.
sun.
Tepid Snake says, pinned tweet, don't trust Stenchler. Oh man.
Hey, we gotta trust him as far as we can trust him so we can get to Solar City. That's where the babes are. Less rats, more babes.
All I'm saying is Sewer Shark is a very incisive critique of
Of the current gig economy, yeah.
yes. Sewer Shark is going to be very real in the future, and it's going to be called, like, it's Uber for killing rats. It's Uber for sewers.
Suber.
Are we ever planning on doing Wing Commander on Sega CD? I don't know, Danny. Are we?
I've decided it's my goal to eventually play every Sega CD game on stream, so yeah, we'll be getting to it eventually. I used to own that game. It was tough. That was the kind of game where they bound so many different commands to the controller, you'd have to, like, hold start and push B to do stuff. You need a manual.
Go around from both sides. We'll attack the enemy.
See, what gets me is all the character models look alike, it's just their pauldrons, their shoulder pads are different colors. But not always, because they keep cycling through the palettes, so their pauldrons keep changing colors too. You can't tell who anyone is. Not like it matters, you don't see anyone's face, and everyone's voiced by Cam Clark anyway.
Chad, I love you. Z Reserve says, AX101, rail shooter on the blockchain. Ultimo says, if we ever do Tomcat Alley, I literally wrote the game fact for it. So yeah, if we
oh, nice.
We got a game fact celeb in chat. Thank you.
I'll be sure to reference that. Thank you, and I will need it because I do not understand how that game works. I don't know what's up with that music.
That was cool.
It was cool though.
81 Rambler says, I'm gonna 1-star the sewer Uber. This rat breath couldn't push the envelope back a bit little.
Why even play Sewer Shark? Everyone's already familiar with it.
I don't care. It's because it's fun.
Yeah,
I like
true.
playing Sewer Shark. I'm sorry.
It is a better game than this. People give Sewer Shark a lot of shit, but for an FMV game, it's alright.
Actually, it's one of my favorite FMV games. And I know it's embarrassing that it's the one that taught me how to read a clock, but I don't give a shit.
Learning valuable skills. You
Hey,
know where
man.
Niner is. No, more explosions, more. I like the music, it's just a little bit too loud.
Oh, that's a good question. How many Sega CD games were released?
100 some odd. I think like 140, 150 maybe. So we got quite a few to work through. And I also want to play all the Japanese games as well. Luckily,
dang.
there's not many exclusives. Oh. That's it for that guy. Tube steak. 1,000,000 pounds of tube steak. That's what we're doing out here in space. We're shooting up tube steak to bring it back to Earth. That was the plot of Starblade as well.
Just lots and lots of tube steak.
Mm-hmm. Check it out, it's the exact same enemy.
I like fighting the exact same enemy over and over and over again. It's
Yeah,
what we
me
call
too.
Dark Souls. Right? I've never played Dark Souls. I died
That's
at the first
basically Dark
boss and gave
Souls.
up because I'm a coward. Your 5 o'clock FMV news!
A bunch of shit exploded in space today. Yeah, I'm really coming around on the soundtrack. Sometimes it channels Galaxy Force 2, like especially that last track. Fucking use a bomb. That did nothing.
Ah dang, well, Chaos Control is on sale on Steam for $5.59, so...
I didn't know it was on Steam.
Yeah, so if that's your shit, I guess... you go to town.
Chaos Control is like a better version of this. Not much better. I mean, we played it. Okay, got the bottom row. Did it. Oh, here comes like 1 billion explosions.
It's like a bunch of tomatoes exploded.
Outrun the tomato sauce. Blah. Oh, Planet Chef Boyardee, no!
We have been spotted by an enemy fleet and will soon be attacked. We must take cover in the asteroid belt in front of us. At point X, and counterattack from there.
Captain to all fighters, we've been spotted by enemy forces. We'll counterattack from point X in the asteroid belt ahead.
Roger. Damn. Just a little more time and we'd have been right on top of their headquarters.
Understood, Captain. Let's scramble to point X.
Alright, we're scrambling to point X in the asteroid field so we can kill the enemies. I actually managed to hear some of that. Have we avenged Bob yet?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Bob is avenged, we're all very happy, and I guess we're gonna just shoot some other stuff just for funsies.
Oh yeah, here we go, asteroid belt. This is where the game's gonna get exciting.
This is pretty exciting.
I guess for this game.
I love shooting large hunks of rock. It's just... goddamn. So good.
Alright, so if you've watched enough of the game so far, you see this game's biggest problem. It is not exciting at all. Other games that do something similar, they at least try to amp it up a little bit to make it seem like what you're doing is really exciting. But here, just that constant droning in the background, no music, it just makes it boring. But then you get this music. Why can't they continue it in the game? See, this is cool. That ship's got teeth. It's gonna bite you.
Something's gotta.
Well, better blow it up. You think these fighter pilots would be listening to music just to, like, alleviate their boredom?
Maybe.
Or all listening to Slipknot or whatever. Whatever they listen to in the future. Probably Slipknot.
Yeah, definitely Slip. They listen to... Okay, in the future, all the people listen to is Disturbed, and not Disturbed's normal songs, but all their covers.
The best ones.
Like their cover of Sound of Silence, and their cover of...
Land of Confusion?
Yes,
yeah.
Absolutely. That's all that they listen to.
That's the music that stands the test of time.
Have you heard Taylor Swift's version of...
I'm not going to listen to that. I
of
refuse
September?
To. Yeah, I refuse. There's no reason to.
It's... I think Daimichin can attest to the noises I made when I heard it.
People don't really like that cover.
It's a bad cover. I usually don't call things bad covers because I like all covers equally. Like My Beautiful Children, but it was a bad cover.
Wait, is that Robert? Well, Robert's dead.
Well, someone's got to do it.
Ain't no one making a Jumping Flash 3 now. Okay, we're flying directly into the sun. That seems like a good idea. Yep, we are perfectly okay with flying into the sun.
Someone's gotta.
Captain, it says our next mission here is to fly into the sun. Also, it continues, ha ha ha. You heard him, boys. Let's fly into the sun.
Good for Bob. It's what Bob would have wanted.
But sir, there's a woman on crew. You heard him, boys. Let's lock and load.
We're alright. Sir, I think this is a really shitty idea, and we're all gonna die. Nope, we gotta do it.
It's a soldier's duty, soldier. Weirdly enough, this game also borrows technology from Kids on Sight, of all things. Because you see those little panels on the left and right?
Oh, yeah!
They don't actually play original video, it's like copying a portion of the screen.
Captain, we can't possibly take on that many enemy ships at once. I'll be the decoy to draw them out. When I do, get their flagship from me.
But that's crazy. We don't stand a chance.
We're gonna take on a whole enemy fleet. It's our only choice. Go for it, Captain.
Understood, Kelly. We owe you one for this. Hang in there, pal. Here we go. Make sure we take out the flagship. Don't worry about Kelly. He's not gonna let anyone take him out.
Yeah, don't worry about Jelly.
I'm right behind you, Captain. Let's go.
Let's fly into the sun.
Yes, I would like to hear Ariana Grande's cover of Down with the Sickness. See,
Is that real?
That's how you get Disturbed to stop. You start covering their songs and they get all pissy. Singer's gonna be like, oh, no one's supposed to ruin music but me. Ooh-ah.
Hold on.
That's, Alex, that's not real.
I want it to be real, okay?
Maybe it is.
I want it to be real. It's not, and I am mad because there's nothing I want to be real more than Ariana Grande's Down with the Sickness. Oh, I'm
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness.
I wish to hear this. I wish to hear the banjo ukulele cover of Down with the Sickness. Yeah, stop doing that stuff with rap and whatever. Start doing it with Disturbed and shit.
Yeah, that would be actually funny.
That'd be great.
Add some ukuleles and baby piano.
Oh, everybody get down with the sickness. Yeah, everybody get down with the sickness.
Then in the chorus, they start doing hand claps.
Uh-oh, down with the sickness.
See? We just wrote the next hit. Soon to be playing at your local Goodwill in the next month. Hold on, I think something exciting's happening. Never mind. I can probably sell this game, is what I'm saying. I probably don't need this game in my collection. What I need is a complete in-box copy of Sewer Shark.
What? Smells like Teen Spirit.
Sacrilege.
They got me, gang. Finish a job for me.
Sorry.
Oh. Now we have to avenge Jelly.
How could this have happened?
You heard his last wish. We've got to destroy Gerza.
Understood, Captain.
Well, you're the only one left, and I don't know your name. We lost Bob and Jelly.
We are finally about to enter Burzon airspace. If we destroy this planet's underground mother computer, all Burzon activity will cease. But remember, this is the Burzon mother planet, and it will be heavily protected by a variety of defense systems. We must approach the mother computer through the weakest point in these systems.
Captain to Chris. We're finally approaching enemy headquarters. They'll put up a fierce fight, so be careful.
Alright, I'm pretty sure our last squad mate is named Chris. So let's do it for Chris when she inevitably gets shot down.
God damn. Chris, please.
Let's do this for Bob and Jelly. Also, yeah, I like that other guy's really casual way of dying. Well, guys, they hit me. See you later.
Well, we're gone.
You just know it's a Monday.
I'm sorry, all I can think of is hooting songs, and all I can think of is, oh, I just died in the ship. Save me
Alex,
and get your revenge. Save me and get your revenge.
if you don't stop making millennial music, I'm going to cancel Mega CD Mondays.
Okay.
There's nothing I hate more than millennial music. Use a chord.
There's good music out there by millennials that doesn't do the hooting, I promise.
It's all hooting.
No, Janelle Monáe doesn't hoot.
Well, I don't give a hoot about Janelle Monáe.
Wow, get the fuck out. I'm canceling Mega CD Mondays if you talk shit on Janelle Monáe.
Alright, welcome to the last episode of Mega CD Mondays featuring Danny and Alex. We're gonna do this for Bob, we're gonna do this for Jelly, and we're never going to play another game ever again.
Nah, this is the last of any video games.
Yeah. This game has a record low amount of us talking about the actual game because there's nothing to say.
I like the interface. Like you said, it really does remind me of the kind of thing they did with Kids on Site. Very cool, but
They're going to send something out after us. I'll hold them off while you slip into the base and destroy the mother computer, Chris.
But Skipper, you know I'd probably never reach the mother computer. You go in. You're the only one who can do it.
But
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's escaping from the enemy. Godspeed, Captain.
If there's one thing I'm good at, it's running away.
Stay alive, Chris.
You better not die, Chris.
Wow, heartfelt final message from the skipper. Stay alive, Chris. So the only two remaining members of AX-101 are Skipper and Chris. Not especially well-developed characters for as much screen time as we've seen of them. But we're gonna just have to make do with what we're given. I do hope she stays alive. Oh, that thing almost turned into an orb! Did we do it? Oh, I think I destroyed it too early. I destroyed it before the FMV ran out. So, how's everyone doing today?
We're just going on through!
Just taking a trip through the canyon, waiting for the background video to run out so we can switch over to side B.
I like... What?
Huh? Oh! There we go. Alright. That's a pretty crappy ship noise.
Mm-hmm.
Not whoosh or voom. Alright, there's one element of this game that I like. Those smart bombs that you have a limited amount of, they replenish over time. That's pretty cool. It encourages you to actually use them instead of just stockpiling them waiting for something. Probably the best way they could have done that. Then there's everything else about the game.
Blab asks whether or not millennials know about Gilligan's Island because of,
They
not
probably
being a
don't.
syndication.
Those
And,
know-nothing millennials.
You know, I think I'm gonna be one of those guys who gets really mad at millennials for not getting references to Gilligan's Island.
A 3-hour tour! A 3-hour tour!
Just like, not normal mad, but just like indescribably so. I'm talking medium post mad, baby.
Are there multiple endings? Oh my god, I hope not. I would hate that. If Chris needs saving, we gotta save her.
We must save Chris. We must save Chris.
Shooting down space spiders and other things. Oh, transforming orbs! A Trorb!
I am just fascinated.
By the beautiful palette cycling in this game. I like how the bullets turn from gray to yellow as they approach here. Alright, we shot everything. Never mind, there's one more. Alright, that's where this game's budget went. Look at this.
Look at that orb!
Look at this T-1000 bullshit right here.
Good orb! Good orb!
Now, whereas T2 Judgment Day used it to animate a very menacing man, here it uses it to animate orbs. Because what's scarier than orbs?
Listen, the only Baywatch thing I know about is that one episode of Baywatch Nights where they play D&D in a live-action setting. Literally the only thing I know about Baywatch.
I've learned that they mention vortexes multiple times on Baywatch Nights.
We gotta watch Baywatch Nights sometime. It used to be on YouTube, but unfortunately I think it's gone now. That show is...
During the show, they have apparently gone into multiple unrelated vortexes as part of the plot.
Baywatch Nights is like... It has all the cadence of a 90s and weirdness of a 90s syndicated, like, action adventure show, but it's also Baywatch, so it's really odd. Baywatch Nights is basically a Baywatch spin-off where they solve mysteries, except that by season 2, they drop, like, it from being normal mysteries to things like, we've entered a different vortex and we're in a new dimension. It gets really weird and sci-fi fantasy.
I think it's the X-Files influence.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely much more X-Files influenced instead of just, like, Murder, She Wrote influence.
Mm-hmm. I'm shooting at this thing, but it just won't die. There it goes.
I think David Hasselhoff does play D&D in the Baywatch Nights episode.
Good.
He rolls a giant die like this big. Oh, shit, this. I forgot about the video game.
Yeah, we're playing a video game. Is that it? Did we beat it? That's a lot of spaghetti sauce.
Oh my god, the marinara.
We've blown up the Marinara Death Star. Good work, everyone.
The universe has finally been
Oh,
saved
we did do it.
Within 2 minutes, all of the Gurzon meteoroids now scattered throughout the universe will cease functioning. And then we, the people of Prism, will also meet our end. 20,000 years ago, an advanced civilization flourished on the planet Gurzon. In preparing for all eventualities, the original inhabitants of the planet created what they thought was the perfect defense system.
Okay, this is just Star Fox music now.
Called Gurzon. And they commanded the system to protect the planet Gurzon and its people. The system, however, determined that the Gurzons themselves were a threat to the planet. Yet, because of their instructions, the system could not destroy the Gurzons.
I'm learning a lot.
It therefore came to the conclusion that it had to turn all Gurzons into meteoroids. After the original Gurzons had been eliminated, the system began colonizing other planets and solar systems for itself. But the good intentions of the original
Oh, wow.
What?
eventually manifested itself.
Oh.
Hey, I'm not done talking. Quit rolling the credits.
Prism. Inside the Gurza system. Peace now reigns in our universe again. Without your cooperation, this would never have been possible.
Sound magician dynamite my ass. You were neither of those things. Well, the story wrapped up as it began, incomprehensibly.
Smeb says, now that's what I call hospitaliano. Magician Dynamite. Oh,
Magician Dynamite. What a great sound designer. I'm noticing a lot of what do you call pseudonyms in here, including Page Boy.
Page Boy.
You think they meant to credit their page boy, but didn't bother asking his name? In that last speech, I caught 20,000 years ago, an advanced civilization, and that's it. That's all I caught.
Hey, Danny, congratulations.
I don't know what we did, but we did a good thing. That's AX 101, a game you have to cheat to beat. And boy, is it worth it. Oh yeah, here we go. Break it down. We
Shout out
fought
to
in
Bob and
space.
Jelly.
Oh yeah, Bob and Jelly. Aw. I'm sad they couldn't be here with us, with Chris and the Skipper. And Gilligan, and Professor and Mary Ann.
What about the rest? And the rest.
And the rest. I like this track.
This is really chill. This is what you hear when you're like going out of a ride at Disneyland in the 80s. Walking right out of the exit into the gift shop and this plays.
I feel obligated to listen to this.
Me too, it sucks. Not the song, but like the feeling of obligation.
That and there's finally a moment in the game where you can focus on one thing instead of there's just being like music and audio and narration and everything going on at once. Well, we did it. Nice work, Absolute. That you did release another Sega CD game. Well, I'm happy to report that this game goes upward of $50 on eBay, so guess who's getting $50?
Oh, nice!
I remember beating this a long time ago. I just remembered after seeing the credits. If you beat this on hard mode, you actually get extra FMVs that show all the ship models in the game as well. It's nothing too great. We didn't miss out on much. Just like we didn't miss out on the story. Well, what do you think?
Well, I think a lot of these FMV shooter games really kind of just squished together for me, but this one had exceptionally bad audio leveling. Like,
this one was more generic than most.
it reminded Birdemic. That's the audio leveling I was thinking of with this
Ooh,
game.
yeah, it's all over the place. Truly. Yeah, Gizmo, that's exactly what I'm feeling. I feel like we experienced a lot, and yet this just went through me. I'm not going to remember this tomorrow.
Yeah, just like water. Yeah.
I'm going to instantly forget about Bob and Jelly and all the people who lost their lives on our mission. Thanks, Absolute. Thanks for throwing all those pyramids at our planet. Look what happened. Covered in spaghetti sauce. Luckily we, the Chef Boyardee Brigade, were here to save the day.
Thank God for us.
Thank God for Chef Boyardee. That's his slogan, I think.
Thank Christ for Chef Boyardee, all the commercials say. Our only savior in this cruel world.
Dude opens up his pantry. Thank fuck, Chef Boyardee.
Alright, Danny, moving on?
Yeah, I think we're moving on. It can only be uphill from here, right? So our next game is Bouncers.
Oh, God.
This game was published by Sega. They actually contracted people to make this. They released it as well in 1994. So you can just picture this as being what 1994 was like on Sega CD. AX101 and Bouncers. Now this game is a rare treat for me because I've never played it and I've never even seen it in action. This is a rare Sega CD game that I've never seen and have no idea what it's like. So I'm looking forward to this. Unfortunately, I looked up the developer and it's credited to Dynamics. Our favorite, the people who made Willy Beamish. Can they do a basketball game? I think they can. Yeah, RetroPal's world premiere.
Yeah, I'm putting this on the freaking Twitter because this is good. This is good stuff.
You may regret that.
Well,
May or may not. I have no idea.
Who knows? All right.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta adjust the screen one more time. All right.
Wow, nice title screen.
Bouncers.
This is not CD audio, if you're wondering.
Okay, it looks good. I don't think I got anything caught on. Well, maybe it's on the top.
I think this is what you would call.
This is bad.
This is what you would call a farty little tune.
This is a farty tune, Danny. This is so farty.
Oh, it skipped to demo. What the fuck?
Y'all ready for this?
No!
Let's turn this down a little.
What the fuck? What? No,
This is
no.
a classic of games
No,
if I ever saw one.
I gotta get my hands on this. Ooh, watch cartoon. We'll be doing that later for
We
sure.
will be watching that cartoon. We were asked to do so by a friend of the show, so we will.
More power-ups, please. Short quarters. I see, it was setting up a game. Okay, let's do that again, actually. Well, good news, this is 2-player. Do you want to play 2-player?
Yes.
Alright, let me plug in a second controller. Had a suspicion this would be 2-player.
Sucks.
I don't know if I want to play it after seeing that demo.
This looks...
Bow, 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 bow. Alright, we want a 2-player game. A challenge. Arcade, standard, or expert? Let's go with arcade.
Let's go with arcade.
I like a lot of power-ups. I always turn on extra items in Smash Brothers.
Short quarters.
It's gone. And away we go. Choose a bouncer. Well, we have Ugg. There's a caveman!
It won't let me...
Ah, really? Oh, okay. It's asking for me to pick first.
Okay, you go first.
Got Ugg the caveman. Fu.
Kung Fu.
The general tank. Zap,
magician.
who's a magician. Chip, who's just kind of an idiot. Dash, the superhero. Gog, the alien. And Spike, the punk rock basketball. I want Spike.
Oh my god. Chip!
This is...
Alright, so I'm gonna go with the caveman. I'm gonna go with the caveman for all
Alright.
the caveman fans out there.
Before the game starts, gotta say, this is a Sega CD exclusive. This is not on any other system. This is also first party. This is a pretty big game, you would think. Let's go ahead and pick the court here. Yet I never hear much about this game, for some reason.
I've never heard anything about this. I can spin, I can jump.
Okay, yeah. You walk around, jump with the A button. You have to bounce... Wait, what?
You have to bounce off each other's heads. I keep putting you in the basket.
You
no.
do, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's the object. You have to bounce off the other player's head so you can score a goal. So you can go through the basketball ring. As Ted Cruz calls it.
What? For real?
Never mind. Anyway, Ted Cruz is an unlockable character in this game.
Come on! Give me those shoes! Yes!
Is it the shoes?
It is the shoes. This is unfair. You're not... This is the dumbest game I've ever played.
Are you sure?
Help me! I got one! Hell yeah!
You can throw yourself in the basket?
No, no, no!
Hey, thanks for the assist.
You monster!
Okay, so from what I've determined, you can score points by going into either hoop, no matter which one. Most of it involves having an interaction with the other player, I think. What do those do?
They make you jump really shitty.
Okay. Wait, can you even move up and down? No, you can't! This game gives you the illusion of being able to move up and down, but you can't. You just kind of wobble all over the place once you go in midair. And there's an occasional grinding noise for some reason.
That's when you hit the thing up there.
Oh, I see.
No! God damn it! All I do is throw you into the basket!
Yeah, it looks like this is a thing of timing.
This is interesting. I don't actually hate this as much as I thought I would.
This is a different way of doing basketball.
What are you doing there for a second?
You're looking cool.
I want to look cool too. I want those. What are those? Give me those. Give me those.
Alright, so positivity. We're about positivity.
We are.
These characters, they have a lot of animation frames. They're obviously CG rendered, but they include a whole lot of frames, making them look very fluidly animated.
No! Gimme, gimme, gimme!
I guess they can afford to do that because there's only 2 characters on screen at once with a simple, non-scrolling background.
Alright. Can I say my controversial opinion?
What?
I'm having a blast.
You like this?
I suck so much at this, and I am
I don't
losing.
know. I don't know whether or not if I enjoy this.
I like this.
It's certainly different.
Screw you. I like this. This is the kind of co-op I want. No! God, I got the high heels.
How do you use your weapons and stuff? The B button looks like you kick? Okay. That's the bop button.
Oh, god damn it! I keep helping you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a thing up there that can electrify you. Ooh, I froze.
Okay, fourth quarter. Let's get serious. Oh man, double dunk. Give me that triple dunk.
It's a different mechanic for sure. Sorry, I can't see what chat's saying, and I'm just assuming they're saying like, "Wow, great game! Everybody should play this." Haha, you got the. Cement
Everyone's
shoes.
looking to buy a copy right now.
Yeah.
That's what they are, cement shoes.
Yeah. All right, I got another one. Give Alex all the points and make him good at the game.
So also out on Sega CD circa 93-94 was NBA Jam. It got its own upgraded version of NBA Jam. And I guess they figured people wanted more basketball games. I don't know if anyone wanted this, though.
I did.
Would you have played this if you had it for Sega
Oh
CD?
my god, I would have been begging my mom or dad to play this with me, yes.
This feels like a homebrew, is what it does. This feels like one of those single-screen games that someone spent a couple of weeks working on. If not for the animation, I know a lot of...
No way! Electric Boogaloo, you lie! Mark Hamill did voices for this game.
What? Well, now
Alright.
that we finished up a game, let's go ahead and watch a cartoon, why don't we?
That sounds good.
Let's watch Ugg's cartoon.
Alright.
Well, if nothing else, we got some FMVs to watch.
Ugg.
You're telling me. Why is it making that noise? Oh, look out.
This is Mark Hamill's voice. He's Ugg,
Really?
according to Sega Retro.
Ah, classic Luke Skywalker. Oh. Oh.
Jesus Christ!
That was another Bouncer's tune.
I want to see another.
Okay.
I want to see Zaps.
We'll go through a few of these. Let's see Foo next.
Okay, okay. As long as we get to see Zaps, I'm fine.
Alright. Oh boy.
I was gonna say, did you really want to see Foos?
I'm sure this is going to be culturally sensitive and appropriate.
Smeps just said, no, not the racist one.
Ninja fool,
Damn me.
you must prove yourself fierce as the dragon, quick as the serpent,
I'm sorry, everybody had the same reaction.
cunning as the spider. Are you prepared? Yes, master. Behold the deadly dragon wasp. Its venom is swift and always fatal. Victims of its sting swell up and die within moments.
Like us, it's also made of balls.
Great masters of Ninja Fu have proven their
I
worth.
want to know how these basketballs became sentient.
2 fingers.
I don't care about any of this racist junk. I want to know how they became, how this happened.
Begin.
I'm sure there's a story in the manual, but I don't have the manual.
Do you think it was genetic experimentation, or do you think it was like a natural evolution? Like, eventually just natural selection made all the basketballs being manufactured and born have sentience.
It does look like the courts take place in these ruined human environments.
So maybe it's post-apocalypse?
I think so, yeah.
And the only thing left to do is to ball?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is the aftermath of a chaos dunk.
Yeah, Smeb says, I think this is like the Cars world, but with basketballs. Yeah, I'm feeling that way, yeah.
This is all Charles Barkley's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say the ninja Fu masters would capture the wasp with 2 fingers or 2 hands?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
well, luckily
Alright,
I don't
so-
think the rest can be that bad.
We have a special request for Zap. Let's go ahead and see this one.
Oh, he's a mathematician.
Oh no, back to the cube.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, for my final act, I will need a magic...
It froze.
Yeah, that was good. I like this
Yes!
one. That ended really well.
Oh my god!
Did it freeze? Yeah, it froze.
Froze.
Excellent.
Here at the rest. Uh-oh, we never fuck up.
What is this?
What? This has never happened.
Alex, I'm spooked. I've never seen the Sega CD BIOS refuse to load. Like, it loaded some of it, but the Sega logo decided it didn't want to show up. Okay, I'm spooked.
Bob, you're dead.
Is it gonna behave okay if I turn it back on? Okay, there's the Sega logo I know and love.
No, don't. It's fine. It's fine.
Wow, it was like it was like the Sega CD packed up and left.
Yeah, is this...
No, I ain't streaming this off the CD. You can just... I was okay with the Little Feet. I was okay with AX101. Well, let's try that again.
Yeah, if someone clips that, I'm going to post that on our Twitter feed. That was really good.
That was a classic Retro Pals moment. The Sega CD just leaves.
Okay, let's try again.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, for my final act, I will need a magic box
Oh, that's what it's supposed to be.
and a volunteer from the audience. Yes, you in the front row. You do. I'm going to place you inside the magic box.
Oh no!
What the hell?
Sega CD really doesn't want to play this video.
Uh-uh.
What
Hell
do you,
no.
What do you say I reset, we play another game, and then we try it one last time?
Okay.
If I reset, what am I gonna see? Wow.
It really, really hates this video.
No access light, no logo, no music. Doesn't do anything.
Bob, what is up with the Zap video?
We have come across something extremely cursed today. It's because we're not streaming at night.
Yeah.
Sega CD is still hungover.
We're not playing on an emulator because we like to use original hardware.
Oh no, this is
Unfortunately-
definitely original hardware.
Yeah.
And that's the benefit of using original hardware. Occasionally you see this. Alex, let's play another game of hoops.
I think it's bouncers. But it could be hoops.
We shoot some hoops. I want to be... Chip.
I want to be my favorite video game purchasing service, GOG.
Alright, what's our freaking... Okay, we have a volcano, a pirate ship.
Future City! Future City!
Future City or Haunted House?
Haunted House! No, Haunted House, Haunted House, Haunted
Okay.
House. I hope
Alex
there's
changes his
vampires.
tune very quickly.
Thanks.
Oh, it has different fonts for the points for every single area. Boy, this is really simple. These courts don't scroll, there's no progression, it's just this. That and the act of bouncing yourself into the bucket actually involves the other player, which is strange. Like, if you didn't want the other guy to score, you'd just, like, not touch him, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely a game of where you have to make sure you don't accidentally put your opponent into the goal. It's very...
Yeah.
Holy shit. I actually don't think this is a bad little two-player game.
It's a pretty interesting experiment. I don't know if it's a full retail released game, especially not for Sega CD, where you'd expect something a little extra over just cartridge-based games. Alright, I think you're gonna run away with this game. I think you finally mastered the controls.
That is after me, man.
Also, I didn't set it to short quarters, so we're playing a really long quarter here.
Crap. Well, this is Bouncers, where the basketballs are alive and the glitches are also alive.
I think the basketballs are in love.
Do you think anybody could love GOG? Why is this bat after me? See? It won't even go after you! It just...
I'm still trying to figure out the controls. I think C does nothing.
It doesn't do anything, yeah.
And B is just like a generic attack, and A you use to launch yourself into the air.
Look! Chad mentioned it, but Zap is a graveyard slab here.
Really?
See? See Zap in the background?
Oh, so he is, yeah.
Maybe Zap's been dead the whole time and this is like a ring situation.
Maybe we killed him because his FMV glitched.
And now he's gonna get his revenge on us.
Alright, after this game, or rather after this quarter, I'm gonna quit out and play another FMV, and then try and play Zaps one more time. Those things give you 3 points?
Mm-hmm.
I just got a shit ton of points. What am I? Oh, I see. Look at that. Scoring buckets off of my dumb ass. Yeah, some power downs just plop you in place, which I assume just lets your opponent launch themselves off you. So there's some strategy to this. It's just... This is unlike any other game that I've played, Sega CD or no. And for this to be a Sega CD exclusive just makes this even weirder. You're just crying now.
I'm gonna cry in the corner here.
That's a good strat.
Oh no, not in the corner. That way you could, Why is it only after me?
It loves you. Thanks for the assist.
God damn it! God damn!
Let me get all the power-ups. We're tied up, coming up on the half. Who's gonna take the lead? Who's gonna put themselves through a skeleton's ribcage first?
Me! Me!
It's gonna be Alex. Oh, you got it!
No!
Let me bounce on you. Should we play this out?
Do you wanna?
Not especially. I think you've proved your point.
I just saw one-on-one municipal government in our, chat, and I don't even know what you mean. What happened?
One-on-one government is a one-on-one basketball game for arcades. I reset. You win.
Okay,
You win.
good. Alright, let's watch a cartoon.
Okay, so we're gonna watch a non-Zap cartoon first. What about Chip? He looks like he's up to something cool.
Okay, please don't freeze.
And then I want to see the Mohawk one. And then we do Zap. Does Sega still own the rights to this? Probably. They could bring this back if they wanted. This game does look made up.
Hey, darn it, I lost him. You come back here, Mr. Peter.
Hit him on the butt!
Basketballs have butts?
They apparently do.
That's messed up.
Hit him on the butt again.
Just the idea of basketballs having asses is just deeply disturbing to me.
These FMVs look okay. There's not the constant palette cycling you see in other games.
Drinking games. You're cursed chatter. You're right, basketballs do have a hole, so...
Yep. I'm glad we could confirm.
I hate this.
I am intrigued by this game.
Let's see. Basket butts, butts get balls, bubble butts.
Good, good, good. Whoa, watch out, everybody! That's all, folks.
Jesus! We're not going to talk about what the actual hole on a basketball represents for the human anatomy. Just gonna drop that.
That's all, folks. That's all, folks. That's all, folks.
Oh my god!
Someone get that cane they use to pull performers off the stage. Can I skip this? Did that just crash it?
Smeb says, please turn off this cursed game.
So what do you think will happen if I hit reset right now? I think the Sega logo is going to be replaced with a giant basketball.
A bloody one.
No, it's fine.
That's normal.
I'm not done with you bouncers. I'm going to see one more FMV before we try Zap again and before we move on.
We will see Sap or else.
FMVs are jacked in this game, dude. Should I buy an original copy of this? Is that what you're trying to tell me, bouncers?
Oh, this is not... That could be it. That could be it. It could
Yeah.
have copyright protection.
Yeah, it could.
Everyone's saying, don't push your luck, Danny.
Well, I'm pushing it. Spike. I pushed my luck. I pushed my luck.
Your fucking luck. Also,
I pushed my luck.
you pushed it too far. Yeah, also, yeah, thank you, Bob. We've got a link to the YouTube, if we need.
Okay, at least these videos are out there somewhere. I'm getting pissed off at you bouncers. This is it. This is my last attempt to play Zap's video, and then we will move on. So fun fact, this game was produced by a guy named Jeff Tunnell, who was also producer on Willy Beamish. So, perfect transition into our next game. After
All
we
right,
see what
screw
Zap's
it. Here
up
we
to.
go.
Alright, he's gonna summon a box, and then have a kid come up on stage, and then my Sega CD explodes.
And then we're dead. And then we're just dead.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, for my final act, I will need a magic box.
Okay, he summoned the box, okay.
And a volunteer from the audience. Yes, you in the front row. You do. I'm going to place you inside the magic box. And then I'm going to...
Make me disappear?
Yeah, that's it, huh? You're gonna make me disappear, huh? Cool.
Oh, we'll make you disappear, alright.
You see, that would be the disappearing box trick, and this is the swords of death box trick. Disappearing box trick, and this is the swords of death box trick. Disappearing box trick, and this is the swords of death box trick. Disappearing box
No,
trick,
no.
and this is the
Okay,
swords of
let's
death box
let's
trick.
let's be
Disappearing
quiet for a
box
moment
trick,
and let this
and
run
is
through a
the
couple of
swords
times.
death box trick. Disappearing box trick, and this is the swords of death box trick. Disappearing box trick, and this is the swords of death box trick. Disappearing box trick, and this is the swords of death box trick.
You see, this is the disappearing box trick, and this is the swords of death box trick. This is the disappearing box trick. This is the swords of death box trick.
Disappearing box trick, and this is the swords of death box trick.
This is almost a perfect loop. I really like how the guy on the left eyes bulge, like in time with the music almost.
Disappearing box trick, and this is the swords of death box trick. Disappearing box.
Well, you came here to the Retro Pals show today expecting to see the disappearing box trick, but this is the swords of death box trick. But this is the disappearing box trick, but this is the swords of death box trick. There was the disappearing box trick, but this is the swords of death box trick. It's the disappearing box trick.
I'm just gonna assume that Hardcore Gaming 101, represented by Bob, is trying to take us and our brand down. They're trying to start a feud.
It's because we ripped him off for Mascot Friday.
It is. Also, by the way, if you like our Mascot Fridays, do please check out Hardcore Gaming 101's top 47K games of all time, which is
an
the same
excellent
format.
podcast.
Yeah.
It's so good, we ripped it off.
Anyways, that's their revenge.
Now for another game that will go absolutely perfectly, let's finish things up today with a little bit of our friend Willie Beamish.
Oh my god.
You see, Willie, you're expecting the disappearing box trick. This is the death box trick. You wanted the disappearing box trick, but this is the swords of death box trick. Unbelievable. This is the original hardware difference right here. You wouldn't see that shit on emulators. Alright, now hopefully it still has my save data from several weeks ago, but if you're new to the Willie Beamish experience, there he is. He's a little 12-year-old child, I think. He's about to enter high school, and he's experiencing all kinds of difficulties in his young life. He got in detention on the last day of school. He's technically grounded right now because he got a C in music appreciation, and he wants to get to the Nintari Championships in order to win a lot of money. Unfortunately, his dad lost his job, so that he also lost his way to the Nintari Championships. But luckily, there's a frog jump contest here in town. And hey, it costs exactly as much money as he needs to enter the Nintari Championships.
Maybe he'll get it. Maybe he'll win.
Maybe he
something
will.
good will happen for him.
When we last left Willie Beamish, I'm getting distracted by watching a clip of Bouncers right now. When we last left Willie Beamish, he had defeated a crazed babysitter who turned into a bat and tried to eat him. At the end, it turned out that he just had a fever or something, but I don't know, we were killed quite a few times by that babysitter before we were finally able to figure things out. But that's over. Today we have to head across the town in order to get an entry blank for the frog jump contest. That's the only thing we have to do today in game time. We gotta go across the lake, get an entry blank, and go back home. That's it. Easy as pie,
enough.
right?
Yeah.
Well, let's do that. Let's see how this goes. Judging from everything else that's happened on this stream so far, it'll probably go great. Bad news, Willie Beamish fans. We're back at the beginning.
What happened?
Let's find out.
Yeah, let's actually check this. No. What if Bouncers corrupted our save files?
That's what I'm thinking.
Holy shit. It's all gone!
Oh. F.
F.
Rest in pieces, Sega CD memory.
Oh my god!
I don't think bouncers used save data is the messed up part. And it was working last time we played Willy Beamish.
Holy shit.
Anyone want to see what a Sega CD memory format looks like in real time on original hardware?
Well, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Well, at least we could probably zoom through the game now.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know.
The game with the 30-second load times between everything that you do? Just gonna zoom right through it? Just gonna...
Oh my god.
Warp right back to where we were, 60% of the way through the game. I have to make a decision right now. I think what I'm gonna do is eventually, on my own time, play through Willy Beamish again, get us back to that point, and then we'll get to the frog jump competition. Let's pull a game off the shelf.
I don't know what to say. This is...
I don't know either. We're officially in off the rails mode. The Sega CD has made its bed and it's going to lie on it.
Oh my god.
What are we playing?
No, it is not Yakuyen Special Time.
Man, that's a bummer.
Everyone's... No new Bouncer cartoons.
No.
Absolutely not.
I don't think we're going to be playing Bouncers again for a while. I need to pick me up.
What are you putting on there? Oh, okay, that's a good one. I guess that game's alright.
Yeah. Let's make the best out of a shit situation. I saved data.
That is really sad.
I was playing Willy Beamish. Well, here's a game that doesn't use save data. This one's pretty good. Alex, you want to play this?
Yes. I'm pretty...
I think I'm done playing games today.
That's fair. Just keep an eye on chat for me then.
Okay. Everyone be good.
Yeah, no one be good.
Everyone be nice to me. My Sega CD memory formatted itself.
So, apparently the safe battery is replaceable, but I think you need some soldering to do it. Who's ready for 3DO Mondays for the foreseeable future until you get it fixed?
Well, we have a Turbo Duo. Is that what did it? Did the Turbo Duo kill my Sega CD battery?
Yes! It got its revenge on you!
And now we're playing Lords of Thunder?
Johnny Turbo came back to get his revenge on your terrible Sega CD.
I see what your game is, Turbo. I see.
I want the fire armor because fire's cool.
Yeah, agreed.
What the hell? Why is she so horny? I'm good.
I'm so sad.
I
But we
know.
have to move on.
We have to...
Alright, so this is an unexpected addition to our schedule. This is Lords of Thunder, a very famous Turbo Duo shooter that was later ported to Sega CD. There's a lot of strange differences, most notably the soundtrack. The Turbo Duo one, it's like really raw and unpolished. It uses like a lot of live guitar stuff, but like it hasn't been produced or filtered or anything. It just sounds really raw, and it kind of sounds really cool.
I like it, yeah.
This one, they took that soundtrack and they gave it all the production and mixing that the Turbo Duo original didn't have, so it actually sounds almost completely different. Still the same melodies, same instrumentation, they just, they Phil Spectored it. Alright, so for those who have heard both, which do you prefer, the original Turbo Duo soundtrack or the Sega CD one? This is a matter of personal opinion. No one's gonna talk shit on you if you feel one way or the other. I
And if they
personally like them
do,
both.
well, they're banned.
Also, I believe the Sega CD game is actually easier than the Turbo Duo one, which is great, because the Turbo Duo one is actually a little bit too difficult. Ooh, Boogaloo, good point. I didn't think about that. Yeah, you can use your EverDrive as a Sega CD backup RAM card, and that's probably safer, considering.
Let's. Well, I died.
You don't collect the bullets, Alex.
Danny, never mind.
Be nice to me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Your child was murdered by your son.
May I?
That's messed up. Buy... Never mind.
What?
I was gonna say buy some power-ups.
No.
Alright. 1 credit clear starts now. The other weird thing is that the audio mixing is actually better in this version, like in terms of sound effect balance compared to music. I actually had to download a modified version of the Turbo Duo one that had amplified background music. Someone's actually done that. They've taken a lot of PC Engine CD games and amplified the music, because originally it was mixed too low. All you would hear were the sound effects. Oh, Rambler, don't tell me the PC Engine battery dies too. Gotta get me a Tinokoi bank or some shit. And yeah, no Zap in this game, no Cam Clark either, unfortunately. Well, this is actually good, because we're playing an actual good game now. Lords of Thunder is super fun.
Can I go farther than last time? That's all I want to do. I don't know about it. I am really sucking.
Use your bomb.
There's a bomb? Oh shit, it's a dragon!
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah! And I died.
Hand it over.
No, you said me! I'm gonna do one more time. Let me try one more time. This time I'm gonna buy power-ups, okay?
Okay.
May
I have a lot of money now, so I'm gonna buy some shield.
Don't do that.
Okay, what should I buy then?
Life and magic gems. Yeah, get that one. And get the, yeah, get that one. And buy a bomb while you're at it.
Okay.
Okay, now you're stocked up.
Okay.
Yeah, one of the stranger things about the game is it actually starts you at half-life. You have to buy a full life meter before each level.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the difference when you get the power-ups.
Okay, okay. Alright, okay. I can do this maybe.
The game also has a mechanic where if you go too close to an enemy, you start to melee attack, and I think the melee attacks are stronger. They actually did something similar in a Psycho shoot-'em-up years later called Soul Divide, which is really similar to this. Only it uses digitized graphics, believe it or not. Alex is making all kinds of great noises.
Sure am. I am. Shmups are like the genre that I'm least good at.
You're
Shmups,
just
first-person
so used to
shooters.
collecting everything. You want to collect all the bullets.
I do. They're fun. My brain is so slow, unfortunately. It'll see like a bunch of things floating around and it takes a lot longer to differentiate what's a bullet and what's a good collectible. And unfortunately...
Yeah, you're right, Rambler. It could be worse. I could be dealing with CPS2 games. Have to reflash them after the battery runs out.
Why?
Well, we've had a nice discussion about
Why?
shitty save batteries, at least.
Yeah. Why? Why?
Bombs, Alex. Fart. There you go.
Hey, there we go. Okay,
All right,
I'm doing
now
better
you're
this
set.
time.
This is weird, because I've actually had good luck with my Sega Saturn battery recently. Those things run dry, like, instantly. But even after leaving mine unplugged for weeks at a time, the latest battery has lasted me a good few months now. That's not something you could say about the Dreamcast.
Oh my god.
I think everyone has memories of their VMU battery dying like a week after getting the system.
I actually bought a new VMU battery, and it died so quickly I haven't even bothered since.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the Dreamcast experience. It running out so quickly, it's not even worth bothering with. The thing is, you don't need them in-game. You just need it
Uh-uh.
if you want to take the VMU out and play those mini-games. Alright, Alex has found his inner shmup god. You still have one bomb left. And I think you're pretty close to the end of the level now.
Whoa, look at that guy. Cool.
Yeah.
Screw that. I'm getting away from him.
He's got a lot of knights and skeletons and stuff.
Yeah, take that.
Those VMU games were cool, and the thing is, Sega actually had a portal where you could make your own VMU games and download them.
Oh, that's so cool.
I remember one of the first things I did when I got my Dreamcast is I went there and someone made a Dragon Ball Z fan game.
Yes!
Where it was just like you push a button when your power meter fills up, real simple.
Oh
And the
my
graphics
God.
were really awful.
Oh, I love this, Danny.
But still, just the fact that Sega did that was really cool. Hey, you made it to the boss.
Yeah. I told you, give Alex a chance.
I gave Bouncers a chance.
Yeah, well... Ah!
But what a valuable thing to document. You all got to see a Sega CD battery die in real time. Actually, I still don't know what happened to it. It may still be functional. It may have just fucked up and needed a formatting.
Well, I died. That was cool. I like this game.
It's
Here
good.
you go.
Thank you.
Now you can play. Aw, thank you for the... I got 50 bits from Daibujin to say give Alex a chance, and I didn't see it, but Tepid Snake gave us 50 bits. Thank you.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
I assume that's to pay for the Sega CD battery's funeral.
I'll bury it in a box in the backyard. Alright, let's check out another level. Now, I've been giving Alex a lot of shit, but the truth is I'm not very good at this game either. In fact, I pushed the bomb button. So from what you saw, there's 4 different ships you can choose from. And each can have 3 levels of power. Oh my god, I'm taking so many hits here. Pretty difficult game. If you want to get into it, you may want to start with Gate of Thunder for Turbo Duo, which is this game's predecessor. And for whatever reason, I never made the connection between this and the Thunder Force series, despite the name. But yeah, some of the people who made Thunder Force at Technosoft went on to work on these games, which is why there's such a Thunder Force-y vibe to them. Oh yeah, more wah-wah pedal.
Hell yes.
Give me that shit. Wow, 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 wow. I love this soundtrack.
I do too. Damn, Danny, you're doing good.
Yeah, this part's easy. I wish I had a better weapon.
Yeah, actually, I'm with y'all. It's amazing how much shit is on the screen and it's not slowing down.
Mm-hmm.
This is a genuinely impressive game. Like, it's really impressive looking, too.
Oh yeah. And it was ported really well to Sega CD. This is not a shitty port. In fact, you could argue it's better than the original. I still don't know how I feel. I feel it's at least as good as the Turbo Duo one. Also, I won't play Soul Divide now. That used a mixture of digitized graphics, pre-rendered CG, and just, in general, it was like humans fighting hydras and shit. So it had this weird, mixed look to the visuals. Can I beat a level? That's the question here. Alright, here we go.
Alright, Danny.
Nice. Good.
Right into the enemy's face, huh?
Mm-hmm. Right in their face. Let's try one more level before we quit. I have to talk to Willie Beamish's lawyers.
I'm telling you, it's Johnny's revenge.
Johnny's revenge. Yeah, can I beat a level? Ah! Cool dog. Alex, what are the folks saying?
Well, the good folks, they're saying, they're calling it, the retro gaming equivalent of Montezuma's Revenge.
How so?
I have no idea. How messed up is it that Willie Beamish had to be the one to break the bad news about your Sega CD's internal RAM?
That's really messed up.
Hasn't Willie made you suffer enough?
You would think. Willie will not be satisfied until he makes me bleed.
Uzi says, I'm worried that my begging for no Willie Beamish cosmically broke your Sega CD. Yeah, I will blame you too. Figure, feels... You, Bob, I guess are gonna blame Johnny Turbo too.
I'm pretty angry. I think I'm just gonna strike out at pretty much anything right now.
Oh, I am absolutely going to unhealthily project my emotions onto everybody in chat. I'm gonna be very insufferable here. Yes, blue is a life mower. Whatever. We lost. We're depressed, okay? Blue is the life power, and red is like the power, yeah. Yeah, I'll blame you too, Cool Coyote. Just seems appropriate.
Everyone gets blamed.
Yeah, I get not us though, and certainly not the Sega CD in and of itself.
No.
But...
Sega CD was clearly perverted by some unknown force. It would never betray me in such a way. You've seen this stream. It performs perfectly every single time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the first time we've ever had a glitch on stream, actually. It's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Usually, we go pretty good. System always holds up. Ah, the opponent clipped it, so yeah, it's their fault too.
Everyone gets blamed. Also, I like in this game, when you go to the ground, you actually start to walk on it. Fantasy Zone style. Alright, life looking pretty good. Maybe we can end this stream by actually winning a boss fight. Get something good out of this whole ordeal.
I don't know what you're talking about, chat. Wonder Dog has never glitched on us, and we've never had any issues with showing it or the intro.
Wonder Dog is a good boy.
Wonder Dog has always played perfectly with us. I don't know what you mean.
You telling me he is not a good boy from the planet K9?
I think chat's just trying to get a rise out of us to get out of their responsibility for ruining our hardware.
Yeah, take responsibility for once. Damn.
Uzi blames Philips and Sony for inventing CDs in 1982. I do too. Screw it. Hell yes.
Yeah.
Screw them. I blame Stuart Chaffee of the Computer Chronicles for doing an episode about the CD-ROM. Bullshit.
If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be in this situation. Well, I beat a level. That's something. I like Lords of Thunder. If you ever play it, make sure to play both versions. You may not know which one you like more. This one, again, easier with a remixed soundtrack, I guess you could say, while the Turbo Duo original is rough around the edges, including soundtrack. But it's also worth a play, in my opinion. Let's see what this next level looks like, and then we'll quit. Yes, the Retro Pals promise has never been broken. We still haven't fucked up. I didn't do any of the fucking up. It was some unknown force. I'm gonna investigate it. After the stream, we're gonna review the tape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see at which point the Sega CD stopped working. Luckily, we do have a few workarounds if the save battery doesn't work anymore. I can use the EverDrive as an actual save cart, and as an absolute last-ditch effort, I do have a CDX we can use instead.
Well, rip to everything. Your Sega CD save battery,
That's a cool bird.
zap. This cool bird after you kill it. Rip.
It was in the way.
That's fair.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm playing a little bit more Lords of Thunder. I'm drowning my sorrows, people.
Drinking games, that cursed stream that you speak of, that we do not speak of, I do have a copy of it somewhere, and you will never see it. No one will ever see it. It is locked in our
The Retro Pals vault.
Yeah, it's like the Disney vault, except it smells really bad.
Why does it have to smell bad?
Because it's a cardboard box in the garage.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lizard on it probably right now taking a dump.
Gotta take care of that vault.
Well, I was going to put the stream in a Mylar bag, but I was like, nah, it's too much effort. I'm going to let it get all covered in crap. That unfortunately did happen to me. I got a bunch of my old comics back from someone who was storing them, and since a lot of the comics weren't in Mylar bags, somehow they were covered in filth, some of them, and I have no idea how it happened, so...
Always bag your comics, people.
Rest in pieces,
Never open those poly bags. Don't read them. What are you thinking? Remember, that copy of Turok Dinosaur Hunter #1 is going to be worth money someday.
Hey, I have the certificate of authenticity from QVC, baby.
Yeah.
No, I bet the Disney Vault also smells bad, too.
Probably.
It smells like fear and shame.
Mostly shame.
Mostly shame.
Alright, here's a problem. Occasionally the screen is full of so much stuff you can't even see the bullets.
Are we going to ban bouncers like we banned the mouse cop? I don't know. I don't know. We'll
That
have
remains to be
decide on
seen.
it.
I'm gonna give them a fair trial
Yeah.
before executing them.
Oh, this person thinks they're so cool because they can control the ice elements. Well,
It's gonna
fuck
turn
you.
into a giant bouncer. Who crashed my Sega CD?
Oh, that guy's cool. All right.
It does look cool.
All right. All right. It's cool. Oh shit.
What do I shoot? Okay, there's something that's damaging him. Maybe his face? No, I guess not. Oh, it is his face.
It's like, ah, my face.
Shoot
One
that,
thing
Shoot that warg in the face.
I hate to be shot with. I'm sorry, my brain is dead.
Jesus
from-
Christ, Alex.
My brain is dead from Zap. Okay. The
Hey,
Swords-
we did it.
The Swords of Death trick has ruined my mind.
This is the disappearing box trick. This is the Swords of Death trick.
Magma Ram says, I was just following orders when I performed the disappearing saves trick. Oh my god, we're at that part of the stream. Okay.
Alright, well, the people who saw this stream today got to see something really rare, really exciting. For something to see, not to have happen to you. I'm a little upset.
We'll live. We'll find a way. We'll move on.
We do have options, but you know me, I love my Sega CD. I hate seeing anything bad happen to it. I'll give him a few days rest. I'll make some chicken soup for him, see if that helps. I'll be testing out the save data, seeing what our options are for EverDrive coverage. Willie Beamish is not over. I can tell you
No.
that much. It'll never be over, Willie. You can delay the inevitable, but we will finish Willie Beamish one of these days. That's a promise. Well, for the next few Mega CD Mondays, we may be playing games that don't require save files. Though, who knows? Bouncers just shit all over everything, and that didn't even need to save. All bets are off. Expect to see anything and everything on Mega CD Monday. Well, good thing we're not using the CD on Wednesday, because this Wednesday we are having a special feature featuring obscure Sega Genesis publishers. Our patrons have spoken, and the winner of this week's poll is Sage's Creation.
That's wild to me. I can't believe anyone wants to see Sage's Creation. On the other hand, thank you for wanting to see Sage's Creation. This is going to be wild.
Yep, way back in the day, a company decided to call itself Sage's Creation and released a handful of really bizarre games for the Sega Genesis. And on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central, we're going to play through every single one of them. And to up the ante, and because nothing ever goes wrong, I'm going to tell you my intentions. We're going to do a 1-credit clear of Shadow Blasters. How about that? No, I don't think that's good enough. How about this? 1 character clear of Shadow Blasters. That's a game that expects you to use a lot of characters. I'm going to use 1. How about that? You up to the challenge, Sega Genesis? I can see this thing, like, already buckling. Well, assuming my hardware holds out, that's what you'll see on Wednesday. You'll see games such as Devilish and Shadow Blasters. Some played with expert precision, some might crash halfway through. You never know with a Retro Pal stream. You never know. And the important thing is, I will get the Sega CD up and running again, because we got an all Sega CD Mascot Friday coming up.
I'm so excited.
It's your big week, Sega CD. You can't quit now. Don't give up the ghost just yet.
You're doing so good, buddy.
I know you hated it when I put that Willie Beamish disc in you, and I can't blame you. Maybe we'll give you a break from Willie Beamish for a while. See how you look on Friday. But that's what our week is looking like. Really obscure Sega Genesis publisher Sage's Creation on Wednesday, followed by an all Sega CD Mascot Friday on Friday. Do tune in for that. I'll try and keep my hardware here up and running. Maybe give the Sega CD a nice oiling or something. Is that what it needs? Who knows?
Who knows? Real quick before we go, I want to thank Jean again for the bits. Thank you. And I want to thank everyone who hosted us on this wild and woolly stream, I gotta say. Thank you, Hardcore Kimberly, Rustbuck, JP Ronnie, Umbriella, Fammy Consumer, Scarlet Swordfish, Drinking Games, Akudo No Shock, Dog Fluid, Sheepy Tina, Josh the Funk Doc, Fuzzy Proxy, SSF SX17, Gooba was here, Fomina Video, Elfbutt, RDBAAA, Tonic BH, Dark Tetsuya, The Opponent, Sebmal, Firefang 9212, A Dog IRL, Dummy Dirt Paws, Herbal Tea, BMF, Jet Scarf, and last but not least, Blaze Hedgehog. Thank you all so very much for hosting us time and time again. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And your efforts paid off. You got to see a Sega CD die live on stream.
Woo!
You don't see that every day. All right, again, we'll be back on Wednesday evening. Hope to see you then. In the meantime, have a good week. We'll see you around.
And before we go, thank you very much to Hakuto no Shock for the 50 bits blessing on Mega CD.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
I'm good. I'll feel better
We'll
one
feel
of these
better.
days. I'm already over it. Don't worry about me. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
See ya, folks.